but I'd like that resolved in the next 7 to 10 days. Let's put 10 days. And then I want to see what the anticipated schedule is so that the court has a copy of what is supposed to be happening at any given period of time.
Is that agreeable?
Yes, sir.
Will that work for you?
That'll work.
Okay.
Do you want that in the proposed stip and order?
I want at least that it will be provided to the court
Okay.
what that scheduling will be within, just give it 10 days because he's
Okay.
going to need to get to the VA and she's going to be trying to sort everything in the world out at this point, as well as trying to deal with him. Okay. You think you can do that? Will that be enough time for you?
It should be.
Okay.
I actually had an appointment this morning, but for another caregiver, but so it's happening.
Okay. All right. And that's going to take some time because the reality is you've got your friend, but she's your friend.
Right.
Bringing a stranger in, I got to make sure I get it. Okay. Okay. So we'll deal with that way. And then just you had a PR what before? 5,000. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce his bond after hearing to a $5,000 personal recognizance bond. So I'm going to release him to you. I So what I'm going to do is I'm going to release him on a PR. I'm going to indicate that he's to be released to his wife. All right, only. Okay, so you're the only one that can come get him. You would be anyway, but you're the only one that can come get him. Just make sure you have ID with you. All right. With the conditions that I've stated on the record, which I'm approving the part of the stipulation other than the last paragraph regarding the driveway. So with all of those other conditions, with the added provision that within 10 days, that defendant will provide the schedule of care
Caregivers.
for him
To the court.
to the court, so that I have that, so that we're looking at it. Okay. I don't. Okay. You know what? If she wants to look over at her husband, I'll wait.
Oh, no, no. I
No,
was just.
no, I know what you were doing. She. All right. Is there anything else? You think? Go ahead.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes.
I completely understand that the court's not ordering the driveway provision. I totally understand that, and I'm obviously the court's gonna order that. And just so I know, just so that we can just be, we know that this is, and I think the wife has understood that this can be an area of concern for Mr. Pence. So just be mindful, right? So that all the caregivers know that this is kind of a problematic area. I obviously want the best for his wife, but I don't want there to be any further issues. And I think this is kind of just a good way if we're all just kind of mindful about it. And I'm not asking for any conditions. I'm just trying to reiterate for the good of everybody. Let's just be mindful
I
of the
don't-
situation.
I think everybody's got it. I did. I do. I appreciate that. I guess, Mr. Emmons, everybody has it. It's just, you know,
We got it, Your Honor.
sometimes people just need to be a little bit more compassionate. And sometimes if somebody's screaming at you, sometimes you just do nothing. And you just let them yell. I have to do that every day, sometimes with attorneys. And they just yell. You let them get it all out and move on. Sometimes, we can think that Mr. Pence, because he's where he is now, doesn't have or feel emotion. He does. They come out maybe where people don't get it. Maybe people just need to get it. Okay. So that's how it's going to be. I don't know whether or not you're also that if a circumstance arises, I would rather have a provision. I'll include this. I can't guarantee that it will work. That if there's a provision, or that if there is a violation or alleged violation of the bond conditions, that the defendant would then be, the defendant must remain then indoors pending a hearing with the court. And to use all efforts not to take him into custody. All right, that's what I want. So I don't know that that will work because the police, if they arrive, they're going to have to do what they're going to do. But maybe if somehow or another that's in the order, and can't put that in me.
Your Honor, I can suggest that I will talk to the officer in charge of this matter, and it's kind of his jurisdiction, and kind of say like maybe we can look at other alternatives. Maybe if he needs to be hospitalized or taken to the ER or to psych ER or something like that, some kind of whatever before.
Right. I mean, if that's right, if that's the circumstance where they assess and he may need to be taken to psych ER, then do that. But what I don't want to see happen, if we can avoid it, is I don't want, if he's out there screaming and somehow or another lashes out but doesn't hurt someone, that he's not arrested. Because this has been a miserable circumstance for everybody, including Mr. Pence. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, if I hear he's getting agitated, I can calm him down.
I know.
So it's only been when I haven't been there that it's escalated.
And we are also contacting Washtenaw County Community Mental Health Emergency Services because there is a 24-hour number they have.
And so, ma'am, understand when I'm saying what I'm saying, I'm not doubting you. Sometimes what I have to prepare for, if everything falls through the cracks, what will happen? And when I look at this circumstance, the worst thing in the world that has happened, and that is that he got taken to jail. And then everybody's trying to figure out how to get him out safely and get everybody out safely. And counsel knows me, and if something happens and we got to get a hearing, I'd rather him be locked in the house brought here, and we'll do it a lot quicker than we were able to do this. Brought here, have a hearing, let's figure out what happened, let's figure out what hole we may not have thought of, what we got to patch. That's what I'm saying. Nothing I have said, and please understand this, nothing that I have said in any way is to say that you can't do what you do with him. Because I believe it. In all honesty, I'm putting that in. I want that put in, but I don't think we're going to have a problem.
I don't either, Judge, and she didn't. I don't understand. I think she was thinking she could do it all herself, and I think she now knows that she can't. Is that correct?
That is correct. Actually, I waited too long to get caregivers. And in hindsight, I need more help than I realized.
Really? You waited too long.
I think so.
I hope you're not feeling guilty about that.
You bet I am.
You shouldn't be. So, and I'm going to.
Your Honor, for a long time, I was taking him for grocery shopping, my dentist appointment. When I wanted to go work out, he would go with me. I would take him with me. He would go. He didn't want to go. I need to take a nap. Okay, after he took a nap, we'd go. So he would go with me. I left him alone a couple of times, and this is what happened. The last one where he violated bond was, it was a humid day. I didn't think he would be outside. And I was a quick trip. I didn't think to take him. And this is what happened. It was almost only gone for a few minutes. So yes, I realize now I can't leave him alone. I understand that.
My question to you, or my statement to you, is whether or not you feel guilty about waiting. And you said, yes, you do, but I'm going to tell you what, you don't. Because anybody that doesn't see this for what it is, you're a wife trying to take care of your husband and using everything you had to do that, because these other people around, they didn't make that commitment. You made that commitment. You did everything you could. And maybe the best I could do fell just a little bit short. But that doesn't mean I should feel guilty about it. I agree. You know, I don't know that I've ever said this before, but I'll tell you that a lot of people, as they get up in age, he's lucky. Mr. Pence is a very fortunate man. And he's fortunate because of you.
Not so much when you have cognitive impairments.
Fortunate. He knows it. That's why when you say he listens to you, that's why. We're going to I've got this case. We'll get through this, man. Okay? And we'll do our best just to try not to make the punitive side of our criminal justice system. It doesn't need to be. That's not what this is about, as far as I'm concerned in this case. This is about just trying to get to something that's right for everybody, but certainly right for Mr. Pence, and see what we can do. Okay? Maybe, not that I'm interfering in any other case, but maybe if people want to let them pay for the window and the other thing, they can let that part of the criminal case go. I don't know what punishing with another case does, but I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud, but I feel it.
It's your courtroom, Your Honor.
Absolutely. What I want to say. All right.
I'll have a revised order to you by within 30 minutes of my getting to the office.
All right. Anything else from the people?
No, Your Honor. If I may take my leave, I got to get to that bench trial.
All right, take care.
Good luck, John. Thanks.
This is set for the original bond violation hearing on Thursday this week. Does that need to happen?
I can get.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, we're gonna
And he
stipulate,
said we were kind of doing that now.
we're gonna adjourn the PCC, the bond, or all that.
So it's a bond violation and he doesn't have a PCC. so-
He has an exam.
Correct. He has a competency in September,
September?
but when he was reviewed by the magistrate, bond violation, it was set on the 11th. Just for the bond violation.
Oh, okay. When's his competency?
Not till September, end of September.
26 or something.
Emily's looking it up now.
September 20th.
19.
Oh, it's 19.
Everybody's been here on different days. All right, tell you what. I'll just solve the problem for you. Kick the bond violation hearing till September 19th.
Perfect. Perfect.
Anything else?
Not from us, Your Honor. Thank you.
Teenage stands adjourned.
Always a pleasure.